I'm now going to recall the board to order from the recess. We now have 4 members present. I think that's a quorum and majority, right? Are there any public comments before we move forward? There being none, we have before us the minutes of the July 21st, 2016
Mr.
meeting.
Chairman, I make a motion we approve those minutes
I'm
as
second.
written.
Minutes approved.
Now, I'm gonna take it.
Oh, sorry.
We got a
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
vote. Aye.
We have 4 votes in favor. Minutes.
From the July 21st, 2016 meeting are approved as written.
Is this on? He wants it closer to
We have a discussion and possible action concerning application number 20114473, requesting a variance to sign ordinance number 3215.
Commissioner, some background on this issue. The applicant is requesting relief from the city sign ordinance number 3215, which limits double-sided ground signs within 1,000 feet of the interstate to a maximum of 60 square feet of display area per side for a maximum of 120 square feet of total display area. The proposed sign is approximately 11 by 13 or 145 square feet per side. We have a representation from the sign company tonight. Yes. And they will answer any specific questions you have regarding the sign.
Hello,
Aye.
Good evening.
I'm Mark Pinion. I'm with General Lighting and Sign Services. Here to talk about the Taco Bueno road sign. Anything you'd like to know, I'll try to answer your questions the best I can.
I've reviewed this, but I don't recall the height of the
The
sign.
height of the sign is about 51 feet, I believe.
And that pole is existing
All right,
from the previous business.
thank you.
Chairman, can I ask a question? I was wondering, is this the standard sign that Taco Bueno uses in all their locations? Is there a difference that they use it towards an interstate than other places, or?
They are a little different from standard road traffic signs as a highway sign. And this is basically a square sign, so it's nothing really design-wise different.
Okay.
I'm sorry, your name again was?
I'm Mark Pinion.
Mark. Mark, coming before the Board of Adjustment, I always like to ask, since you're asking for a variance, why?
Well,
in other words,
we-
why would you ask us to consider a variance, which is, I'm sure you have a reason or you wouldn't have done it.
Obviously, it's the highway factor, and they would like as big a sign as possible there. Looking at the intersection and the other retail establishments, whether it's the Loves or the Arby's or the Brahms, they all have a large presence there, and that's basically to pull in customers off the highway, bringing revenue to your city. So they feel that the size of the sign is not obtuse or, very large where it's really going to obstruct anything larger than what's there now.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
May I?
Mhm.
It is a lighted sign, but
It is a
not,
lighted sign.
not
yes.
a digital.
No,
where
it
it
does
would
not
flash.
blink, it does not flash.
Okay.
It's a constant lighted sign.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Well, I might amplify for the verification of our board here. I checked our further sign ordinances. Article 4-173, general use condition of on-premises signs. Our current ordinance is passed back on October 18th, 10, so I'm assuming that the ones you noted across the street and things were probably grandfathered in. And just for the information of the board, any lots up to, say, 150 lineal feet across the frontage, and I think probably Taco Bueno falls in that. I doubt if they're over 150, can actually have their signs up to a total of 480 square foot. I took the liberty of going out there and checking what you have. I'm not sure what the building ones are. I didn't get up and measure those, but I suspect they're 60, 70 square feet. And the one you have there on the small pole now appears to be, I think I got about 50, 60 square foot aside.
Yes, sir.
And if we were to allow this one, you would be at just probably around your 460, 470, which is allowable by our code on looking at that side of it versus the restriction of a single sign. But having said all that, I want to let the board members know that the total sign areage would be allowable as to what we allow for establishment like this in that location. And in lieu of the fact that our folks across the street and everybody else, and you're within that 1,000 feet, I think it's only right that we should allow this. So I would make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we allow this variance.
I would second.
Any comments? I would vote yes as well. So I think the motion carries.
Thank you.
You need a roll, he will call it, Mike.
Ducharme,
Yes.
Kenworthy,
Yes.
Ogden,
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
This sign is approved as
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Anything else on our agenda?
Yeah. Number 5, comments from staff.
I timed you.
You didn't.
Number 5.
Comments?
Staff comments.
Comments from staff, we have none.
Other than that you won't be with us on these meetings anymore, but we have our,
The principal is here.
the new principal is here.
Welcome her under your.
Well, all I would say is thank you, Jim, for your help on these things over the many months. We haven't had a meeting for a while, but I know you've always been there for us. Thanks, good job.
Ditto. Thank you. Are we adjourned?
Well, comments from commissioners.
Comments from commissioners? Are there any?
I've made mine.
Nice to have a quorum. And how about a comment from our new leader? then?
I
Is
would
that-
love
Is
that.
that,
Yeah, so I'm Rebecca Blaine, and I most recently came from Newcastle, where I did community development and was the director for over 2 years. And my undergrad's in business marketing from NSU, and my graduates from OU in urban design. So I'm excited to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Yes.
here.
Thank
Indeed.
you, I appreciate that.
Surely. And I'll bet Jim's ecstatic to have you.
My favorite person.
I'll bet she is.
Mr. Chairman, my only other comment was to welcome Bob Kenworthy aboard our group here too. Good to have him, and good to have a meeting.
Yes.
Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, yeah.
Our once-a-year annual appearance.
Motion to adjourn?
Seconded.
Second?
Thank you, commissioners.